It is very obvious that Julius Abure is tired of hiding. He's tired of hiding the people that are sponsoring him. And he has come out to reveal those that are sponsoring him to destabilize the Labour Party. Imagine an opposition party chairman is seen frolicking with Nyesome Wike, a notorious member of Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. I mean, this is coming after so much accusation that the APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is responsible for the Labour Party crisis that has lingered up to this very moment. And when you look at the Labour Party crisis, there is no crisis in the Labour Party. It is just power play. It is just the corruption in the judiciary and INEC. Because as it stands, as a matter of fact, INEC was supposed to de-recognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party. But INEC is not doing that even when the court has given a summon. You can see where all this thing has been coming from. And you can see those behind it. Who is Julius Abure, by the way? Who knew Julius Abure? Who was he before Mr. Peter Obi came into the Labour Party? Before the 2023 general election, the Labour Party was a relatively unknown non-entity political party in Nigeria. We are talking about a political party that got 5,000 votes in the 2019 presidential election. Labour Party lacked elected officials, significant funding, or a robust organizational structure. Its leaders, including Julius Abure, operated on the fringe of Nigeria's political ecosystem, surviving on the occasional financial scrap from electoral transactions that came every 4 years. Labour Party was being used as a placeholder in Nigeria election. Julius Abure himself was a nobody. He lived a quiet and unknown life, residing in a modest 2-bedroom apartment and driving an aging Toyota Sienna with high mileage. His existence was far cry from the opulence often associated with Nigerian political elite. Nobody knew who Julius Abure is. Nobody has ever heard of him. No TV station has ever invited him on the national TV to come and talk about Nigerian politics. But everything changed when Mr. Peter Obi, a former governor of Anambra State and a political heavyweight, chose the Labour Party as his platform to contest the 2023 presidential election. Obi's entry breathed new life into the Labour Party, transforming it from a dormant entity into a formidable opposition force. For Julius Abure, this was a personal renaissance. Within a month of Obi's arrival, Abure acquired a sleek new SUV, moved into a furnished apartment due to the massive influx of money that flowed into the Labour Party. Mr. Peter Obi's influence not only elevated the party, but also Abure's personal fortunes, reportedly enabling him to acquire land and houses in one of Abuja's upscale neighborhoods. Under Obi leadership, the Labour Party achieved unprecedented success. It secured a governor in Abure State, multiple senators, members of the House of Representatives, and state assembly members. Of course, about Mr. Peter Obi, Obi himself won significant support in the 2023 election, with many believing he secured the popular vote that he won that election. Though official results declared Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC the winner, the Labour Party had become Nigeria's third largest political party. Not just third largest political party, but the biggest party in Nigeria. A remarkable feat for a party that was virtually invisible just months earlier before the 2023 presidential election. The Labour Party meteoric rise made it a target for the APC-led government, which viewed Peter Obi as a significant threat to its hold on to power. Of course, APC viewed Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party as a stumbling block to Tinubu re-election in 2027 because they believed that Mr. Peter Obi won the presidential election in Labour Party in 2023. Therefore, Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party has been declared persona non grata. It has been declared enemy number one, signaling a concerted effort to neutralize his influence ahead of the 2027 election. It was in this context that Julius Abure's action took a sinister turn. It was in this juncture that Julius Abure, who was very loyal to Mr. Peter Obi, now decided to turn his back against Mr. Peter Obi, the one who made him famous, the one who brought him from obscurity to limelight, the one who made him popular, the one who made him to have a taste of good life. Julius Abure, once a loyal ally of Mr. Peter Obi, has finally succumbed to the trap of personal gain. The Labour Party, a political party that was viewed by many Nigerians as a different political party, as a vehicle that will transport them to a new Nigeria, as a vehicle that will unseat the twin APC and PDP, a once valuable asset has now become a bargaining chip in Abure's quest for personal wealth. The rumor that has been going around that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC funnel resources to Abure and a small clique of Labour Party officials to sow discord within the party has now proven to be true. The goal was clear: destabilize the Labour Party, weaken Obi's platform, and thwart his 2027 presidential ambition. They did all of this because they know Mr. Peter Obi is the only stumbling block for Bola Ahmed Tinubu re-election in 2027. Abure's actions were a betrayal of the trust placed in him by Obi and millions of Nigerians who saw the Labour Party as a beacon of hope. Instead of nurturing the party's newfound strength, he orchestrated internal crisis, pitting party officials against one another and undermining Obi's leadership. For Abure, the long-term benefit of supporting Obi and maintaining the Labour Party unity pale in comparison to the immediate reward offered by Bola Ahmed Tinubu camp. Like Esau in the biblical tale, Abure traded his party future and the aspiration of his supporters for a fleeting pot of porridge. This is not just a photograph with Nyesome, the FCT minister. This is a photograph of statement. Anambra State gubernatorial election is forthcoming and Labour Party is contesting in that election. Julius Abure, who is parading himself as a Labour Party chairman, was nowhere to be found to flag off the gubernatorial campaign in Anambra State. It was Mr. Peter Obi that went there to flag off the campaign of the Labour Party gubernatorial candidate. Abure was nowhere to be found. But all of a sudden, he's being seen with Nyesome Wike, the powerful minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and a key political strategist in Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This crystallized the extent of Abure's betrayal. This image, taken shortly after a closed-door meeting between Julius Abure and Nyesome Wike, is a reminder that the political crisis in Labour Party is state-sponsored. You all know who Nyesome Wike is, and you all know what he's been doing in PDP. Nyesome Wike's involvement in the Labour Party internal crisis signals a deliberate and well-funded effort to dismantle Obi's platform. The meeting between Abure and Wike served multiple purposes. First, it was a public taunt aimed at Mr. Peter Obi and his supporters, a warning that the Labour Party was no longer a safe haven for their aspiration. Second, it showcased the political cunning of Tinubu and Wike, who sought to project an image of invisibility. Finally, it exposed Abure as a lost sheep, a man willing to sacrifice his party integrity for personal gain. This photograph is not just a photo op, it is a calculated move. It is designed to sow fear, division, crack, and uncertainty among Peter Obi's support base. And as usual, the APC supporters are running along with it, making Mr. Peter Obi appear weak for not being able to put his house in order. At the base of all of this is INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, tasked with ensuring free, fair, credible election in Nigeria. They have played a troubling role in this saga. But rather than acting as an impartial arbiter, INEC has chosen to align with the APC agenda to destabilize the Labour Party. The court has given a judgment. The Supreme Court has given a summon. A lower court asked the Independent National Electoral Commission to recognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party, and they recognize him. Now a higher court, the final court in the land, the Supreme Court, has mandated INEC to de-recognize Julius Abure as the chairman of the Labour Party. But INEC is yet to implement that order. INEC is said to be still studying that judgment to date. By remaining silent or actively supporting Abure's faction, INEC has effectively enabled the APC effort to weaken the Labour Party. It is a silence of INEC, the inaction of INEC, that has made Abure and co. to keep parading themselves as leaders of the party, even when it is illegal in the face of the law. It is only in Nigeria that illegality is allowed to continue. INEC complicity is sudden, given its mandate to uphold democratic principles. The Commission's refusal to address the crisis within the Labour Party raises questions about its independence and integrity. INEC inaction is a deliberate attempt to suppress opposition voices, to ensure that Bola Ahmed Tinubu faces minimal resistance in 2027. By allowing Abure to operate with impunity, INEC has become a tool in APC's political arsenal, undermining the democratic process it is meant to protect. The destabilization of Labour Party is more than a political maneuver. It is a direct assault on the hopes of millions of Nigerians who see Mr. Peter Obi as a symbol of change. Obi's 2023 campaign galvanized a diverse coalition of voters, particularly young people, who were drawn to his message of accountability, economic reform, and good governance. By targeting the Labour Party, Abure and his sponsors aim to fracture this coalition, leaving Peter Obi without a viable platform to contest in 2027. The consequences of Abure's action extend beyond the Labour Party. They threaten the broader democratic process in Nigeria, where political actors increasingly prioritize personal gain over public interest. While Bola Ahmed Tinubu is acting on his own, I also believe that Atiku Abubakar is equally acting to ensure that Labour Party remain divided. Atiku Abubakar so much craves Mr. Peter Obi to become his vice presidential candidate in this ADC coalition. But Mr. Peter Obi has stated severally that he's going to contest as president. And Atiku Abubakar is not backing down. All they want to do is to ensure that Mr. Peter Obi do not have a viable platform to contest in the 2027 presidential election. The reason for all of this is because they know who won the 2023 presidential election. In their calculation, if they succeed in destroying the Labour Party, and then there is a primary in ADC, Atiku Abubakar will definitely emerge as the presidential candidate. With the Labour Party gone, Mr. Peter Obi will not have any platform to contest in 2023. He will have no other choice, no option, but to accept being VP to Atiku Abubakar. And I'm sure they believe that his supporters will support Mr. Peter Obi's move of being a vice presidential candidate. But they are wrong. Mr. Peter Obi will be on the ballot. And I believe he knows what to do. He has already reiterated that he will be on the ballot as a presidential candidate. So they can keep scheming. They can keep destabilizing. At the end of the day, they will be the one to fail. Nigeria will rise again. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu will surely be defeated in 2027. A new Nigeria will be ushered in 2027 through Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.